Hello, it is week 18 for our Breath of Joy classes online, and our first dance starts with the use of a stick. So I'm going to use the sort we use in class, those show ones that are hollow inside, but you might well have a walking stick at home, which you can lean on if you want to, or something like a feather duster that's got a stick on it too. So find your implement, so to speak, and I'll show you what to do. We're going to start with some walking. So you might decide to be facing one side and walking 1, 2, 3 and a bit of a turn, and then 1, 2, 3 and a turn, and we'll repeat that twice. Or you might prefer to go step, cross, step and a bit of a point, step, cross, step and a point, repeated twice again. So whichever you choose, we'll do it 2 to each side, and then we're going to do a bit like wheels on the bus or rowing a boat. 4 steps forward, 4 steps back, and the stick goes the same movement as the feet. Then a little bit of arm strengthening, get the word out. So some biceps curls to start with. Just bring the hands up to the shoulders, keeping the elbows where they are. We're going to do 4 of each of these, and then we're going to turn our hands over and do 4 going up. Now I'm going to do it with a foot point, but you don't have to. In fact, if you're not so steady on your feet, you might want to have a chair in front to hold on to instead of this stick. And even when we're doing the walking, you can go step, 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 point, step, 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 point. And here you can hold on to the chair if you like, while we do our 4 knee bends afterwards. 3 and 4. And then we have a bit that we're just going to lean to one side with the stick. You might want to lean a bit further, but I'll go out the picture. And we'll do it twice to each side, and then we're going to start from the beginning with our step, cross, step and a point, or our walk, walk, walk and a turn, whichever one you want to choose. So if you are sitting, then you will need something else for the walking. So my suggestion is that you go step, 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 point, step, 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 point. And everything else has got arm movement, so you're fine. So let's start. 1, 2, 3 and a point. 1, 2, 3 and a point. You might want to change the stick to the other hand. And our roly-poly, or rowing the boat. 2, 3, 4, and again. Change the arms to do biceps curl, so the hands underneath the stick. That's it, well done. And the other way to go up or forwards if you would rather. And bending the knees. To the side with a lean. That's it, I'm walking. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And swap sticks if you want to, hands rather. Forwards and backwards. our arm movements, hands facing the ceiling. Hands facing down but going up. Lovely. And bend the knees. Once more, and then raise the hand up or forwards. Well done. Wonderful. So our sitting dance is useful if you've got a ball, but if you haven't, you can just use your hands, and I'll explain as we go. So we're going to do a little bit of work on our pecs and a bit of work mobilising our shoulders with this one. To start with, we're going to squeeze and then release, and squeeze and release. And while we're doing the squeezing, rather than rounding over the top of the body, see if you can stay upright. And so I'm actually concentrating on squeezing my shoulder blades together at the same time as squeezing with these pecs. Give it a go, but we're trying to discourage this sort of posture because it's not good for our backs or our necks. So there's about 4 squeezes, maybe 5. Then if we're doing that with our hands, either you can squeeze palms together or you can cross your hands a bit and squeeze like that if that's more comfortable. The next one is you push with one hand and collect with the other. So I push and catch. Now you can do it up here, down here, or a mixture. And if you're using your hands, I suggest that you take the hand and clap with the other one. Take the hand and clap. Okay? Third move is a roly-poly. Now, if you've got your ball, then you really have to focus. We're going to go one way and we're going back the other. So I'm using my hands to just twist around the ball as it's going. If you don't have the ball, then pretend you've got that ball in between and you can still move your hands around both ways. Use that really good imagination you've got. And the last one we're going to do is taking the ball behind and back to the front. Whoops. So back to the front and the other way. Now, if you've got a big chair you're sitting on and you can't get your hands around it, then my suggestion is, if I go sideways so you can see, is that I do this movement with the arms. So I'm still doing a similar rotation of the shoulder. And in between some of these movements, there's a little bit of extra music. We can either roll the ball down our legs or just take our hands to our knees and back again. Let's have a go. Ready to squeeze, trying to stay upright with our body, and squeeze and relax. Again. Squeeze. Last one. And rolling a bit. That's it. And take it and catch it or clap it. That's it, lovely. And a bit more rolling. Lovely. Roly-poly. The other way. And a bit more roll, or move the hands to the knees and back. And behind us, or one arm in front and one arm behind. Okay. Squeeze, relax, squeeze, relax. Again. Last squeeze. And then moving our hands or the ball towards our knees and back. Taking and catching or clapping. Well done. Rolling. And our roly-poly. Go the other way with the hands. Moving the hands or the ball. And then behind with the ball. Or one hand in front and one hand behind. And the other way as well. And rest. Well done, everybody. Now time to go on to part 2 after you've had a break.